In science, one paper doesn't necessarily turn the direction of the thinking of science. 100 papers starts to turn the direction. 1,000 papers that all point to this is the answer starts turning that view of science. So even when it comes to faith, well, I haven't had any experiences. Okay, are you seeking them? Are you participating? Over time, again and again, then I think it builds for most people. Coming from a science background, I believe you should always test things out. That's the only way to learn something, really. Can I play guitar? I don't know until I pick up a guitar and try to learn to play guitar. Is God real? I don't know until I start to explore whether or not things out there like the Bible ring true. Is this real? Start doing your own investigation. Read the things. Read the atheists' manuals. Read the Bible. Read other spiritual things. Read academic works on it. But again, until you actually start exploring, you'll never know. If it's all about the material world, it's a mechanism, we can understand it with equations and map it out. What's the point? I'm just here, I live, I die, end of story. There's no hope there, there's no redemption there, there's no real meaning there other than you existed. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't sit well with me. There's got to be more to it. So I think it's a failure of your imagination if you can't say there's something more to this than just that. And my dad passed away a number of years ago, 5 years ago, so this October, and got 2 other siblings. They voted me to give the eulogy. So the story I shared about my dad was not something he did for me, but something he did for my wife, who had been in a car accident with our daughter. A couple months earlier, she ended up in the hospital for a day, concussion. Luckily, my daughter was fine. We go to visit my parents, get there late at night. So my dad didn't see her till late. He comes into the kitchen where we're sitting and talking with my mother, and the first thing he says to her is, "Oh, I'm glad you're all right." He walks up behind her, leans over her, and kisses her on the top of the head. The look on my wife's face was stunned, and tears started forming in her eyes. Because that wasn't even a sentiment her own dad had expressed to her after the accident. And so the point in the eulogy was, here's your model of an adoptive love. This is my wife, not a blood member of the family, but he is right then and there with that kiss, said, "You are fully a member of my family. You're my daughter too. I love you."